Hello, fellow travelers. I'm Jeb Brooks with greenergrass.com. Right now, I'm in Manila. It's time to head back to the States. I polled the subscribers to this channel fairly recently, and I asked for suggestions on the best way to get back from Guam. The overwhelming majority of you said I should try Philippine Airlines' new service to JFK. I think it's like the 8th or 9th longest flight in the world, although I'm sure it won't hold that status for long, the way long-haul travel is working out these days. But the service is on an A350. I can't wait. I'm super fortunate because I'm flying in business class, and if the hospitality is half as nice in the air as it's been here on the ground in Manila, this is going to be an epic journey. It's about time to head to the airport. I hope you'll join me for what promises to be a pretty special flight. Let's head over there.
My brief time in Manila left me with warm feelings for the people of the Philippines. Everyone I encountered was kind, friendly, and genuinely made me feel welcomed. This terminal was massively crowded. Fortunately, there was a separate check-in for business class.
Everybody's so nice. Everybody's just so nice here.
I had access to the PAGS lounge, which, to be honest, left a lot to be desired. It was crowded, not very clean, and did not offer much in the way of food. There were great views of the ramp, albeit through dirty windows. The lounge had a very nice collection of models from airlines that serve Manila. If you like travel in airplanes, please click the subscribe button and ring that bell so you can be among the first to see when I post a new video. Boarding was a bit chaotic and confusing. We were sent to one gate only to be shuffled along to another. It was crowded and disorganized. But all of that melted away at the sight of this beautiful bird. I'm a tremendous fan of the Airbus A350. I've flown with Delta and Malaysia and Singapore in theirs, and I'm excited to add a new carrier to my list. And here's my seat, 8K. It's incredibly well designed. Passengers arrive to find a pillow and a very nice blanket. There's plenty of storage, an essential component of any ultra long-haul seat. And if you're traveling solo, I'd recommend trying to get an odd-numbered window seat because they're a bit more private. Unfortunately, I had to make a last-minute change to head home earlier than I planned, so all those seats were taken. Anyway, there's easy access to a universal plug, a headphone jack, and a remote control for the in-flight entertainment that's really unnecessary because the screen is so responsive. There's also a light and sufficient seat adjustments. You'll find even more controls down here, easily accessible from the lay-flat position. The seat even has a coat hook. We'll take a look at that massive screen in just a bit. Here's the reason those odd-numbered seats are better. Being this close to the aisle makes you feel a bit exposed, especially when laying flat. But legroom sure isn't a problem here. Philippine Airlines really takes advantage of the great mood lighting from Airbus. Philippine Airlines in-flight entertainment is fantastic, and it really has to be given the fact they're flying one of the 10 longest flights on the planet. There are plenty of choices to suit all tastes, and crucially, there are some great moving map features. We'll see more throughout the flight. The tray table is large enough to eat on or work, but not both at the same time. Subscribers will not find it surprising to learn I preferred my own Bose noise-canceling headphones to the ones provided by the airline. They're just not of the greatest quality. Slippers are provided, but unlike Garuda's first class, there was no slipper service. I had to slum it by putting them on myself. I'm only kidding, but that was a special flight. Have you seen that video? I'll link it here. The amenity kit includes the basic amenities for a flight like this. It's worth highlighting, thanks to a movable armrest, the seat also allows you to get out even while you're eating. The food was, for the most part, really good. Absolutely no complaints from me about this menu. A little more than 2 hours after takeoff, it was time for me to try out the fully flat bed. I never forget how unbelievably fortunate I am to get to have experiences like this. Not only do I have the chance to see so much of the world and meet so many wonderful people, I sometimes get to travel in the lap of luxury. I'm incredibly grateful. Now, I had a great nap thanks in large part to the A350's innovative design. The cabin is pressurized to 6,000 feet, which is as much as 2,000 feet lower than other airplanes, and the humidity is 5% higher. These two factors mean a great sleep. And what better way to wake up than with a burger? I also figured it was a good time to take a walk around the aircraft. According to Seat Guru, Philippine Airlines offers 241 economy seats laid out in a 3-3-3 configuration. There are 24 premium economy seats in a 2-4-2 configuration. And 30 flatbed business class seats in a 1-2-1 configuration. If you're traveling as a couple in business class, I'd recommend the middle seats, which are easy to get in and out of and feel extremely private.
This crew is incredible. Honestly, some of the best service I've ever experienced on any airline. They're awesome. I can't wait to... they've inspired me to want to fly Philippine Airlines again very soon.
I don't ordinarily film the bathrooms on planes. Instead, I just want to get in and out of there as quickly as possible. But this one's worth highlighting for two reasons. First, it was clean throughout this long flight, thanks again to the crew. Second, the light dimmed as the door opened, minimizing the annoyance to passengers seated nearby. A very nice, simple feature. There was time for one more meal before beginning our approach and sharing my JEB score for this flight. Anchovies, just not quite my thing. So, how did Philippine Airlines do? I rate my airline experiences in an admittedly subjective way. I base it on 5 factors, so let's take a look. First, the lounge. Well, it was pretty bad. Not a great way to start the flight. Perhaps if we'd left from the newer terminal, the experience would have been better, but alas, it just wasn't great. It's 2 out of 5 stars. Second, the seat. It's well designed with great storage, and if you can get one of those odd-numbered window seats or you're a couple in the middle, you're really in a cocoon of your own. This earns 4 out of 5 stars. The in-flight entertainment is simple, responsive, and offers great choices. While it's not as good as Emirates, it's still good and earns a solid 4 out of 5 stars. The food was flavorful and interesting. This was well-executed business class food, 5 stars here. Finally, the crew. Wow! I'm not sure I've ever had a better one. 5 stars all day long. So that earns Philippine Airlines a solid 20 stars, putting them alongside Lufthansa's business class and Delta's older international business class cabin. But what do you think? Leave a comment with your thoughts about Philippine. I can't wait to hear.
If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Between now and the next time, see you in the sky.